18 miles an hour. Two-time winner Gordon Johncock is here. Hi, Gordy. 215 miles an hour, and the Irishman Derek Daly, his wife Beth. Having a great day. The drivers for the 73rd running of the Indianapolis 500 on those beautiful Pontiac pace cars.
Here comes the Hooks float. This is the old-time spirit of America, and it's depicted in this colorful float as Hooks Drugs salute the showmanship of the American West. The Dr. Hooks Medicine Show wagon and two crafted totem poles and canvas teepees set the background for the famed strongman Ann Barker, who's promoting his latest cure-alls. Also featured in the float are members of the All-State Marching Band representing 40 different Indiana high schools. Pulling the float are 6 very handsome Belgian horses. And now comes the 1989 Hooks Indiana All-State Marching Band, sponsored by Hooks Drugs. Here today are representatives from the top 40 Indiana high school marching bands that competed in the State School Music Association's band contest last fall. And now for the 11th year, Hooks brings these talented musicians together to perform for the 500 Festival Parade under the skillful direction of Dr. Charles Hensey and Honorary Director Thomas Dirks. Let's listen to them.
Up the tempo and the excitement, and Sarah, you got to know, whenever I see the race drivers, I really get up. We've got the 9th, 10th, and 11th row coming our way now. There's the fastest rookie in the 500-mile race field, John Jones, former IMSA champion, 214 miles an hour. And here he is, Danny Sullivan, ladies and gentlemen. Now look at there, he's got a cast on his right arm. He's going to be driving in the 500-mile race with a broken right wrist.
How's he going to do that?
Well, he happens to be about the most physically fit guy you can imagine. No problem driving the 500. Alongside is Kevin Cogan and his wife. Kevin Cogan will start on the outside of the 9th row, qualified at 214 miles an hour. The 10th row, the inside, Rocky Moran and the Clan. Back for a 500, he'll be driving another one of A.J. Foyt's cars. And Dominic Dobson, the center of the 10th row, at 213.5 miles an hour. And here is the grandson of a two-time 500 winner. This is Billy Vukovich III and family. Billy, good to see you here today. A lot of families in the Indianapolis 500. The 11th and final row now. Davy Jones, great sports car driver. Drives in the IMSA series and, of course, drives here at Indianapolis. The center of the row, there is Pancho Carter. He drives the HARDEES car here. And the outside of the row, a USAC midget and sprint champion, Rich Vogler. Good to have you here, Rich. There they are, the 33 drivers for tomorrow's 73rd running of the Indianapolis 500.
I'll bet they're excited, too. I know I am. All right, from Indianapolis, the Ben Davis Marching Giants, and they're coming into view right now, directed by Jim Butts, Gary Wishmeyer, and Gary Field. This 287-member band is a lot to be proud of. They're the 1988 defending state marching band champions and set the Indiana record for the most consecutive state championship titles in Class A competition. They've had the honor of performing for 6 of our United States presidents in the opening ceremonies of the Pan American Games, the King Kamehameha Parade in Hawaii, and the Kirkrod World Music Festival in Europe. Let's listen to this first class group. by Hardee's.
I'm John Andretti. Welcome to the Hardee's 500 Festival Parade. And watching tomorrow's race, car number 70, the Tune-Up Masters STP Granatelli Buick.
Many a tear has
Where do you think you're going, Jazz?
I gotta get out of here, Marty.
You don't always find what you're looking for just by going someplace else, Jess. Heck, you can't even get a biscuit like that someplace else.
It's more life than biscuits, Marty.
Not my life. I'm joking. I got bacon, I got hash browns, I got someone I'd like you to meet.
and he did. You hear the thunder.
You can see it in the way it looks. You can feel it in the way it drives. This is America's premier sports coupe, Grand Prix. Now get 2.9% GMAC financing or up to $1,600 cash back for first-time buyers.
We picked up Green. He shoots and he scores. The crowd goes wild. Cap. Hi, great crowd out there, huh? You know, they're here to salute you.
I love them all.
You know, I'd sure like to be in your shoes.
Better lace them on real tight, because that's all you have out there. Just you and your shoes.
Hey, Cap, who was the quickest player you ever saw?
Nate Archibald, Kansas City.
Who was the toughest you ever put a move on?
Judy, sophomore, UCLA.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, see you. 1, 2, 3. Don't I get a marshmallow? Kix doesn't have marshmallows. 1, 2. No purple ones? No purple ones. Oh,
What Kix has is a corn crunch that kids like. And Kix is low in sugar. That's what moms like.
For me. Dairies. 1 for
Kix,
you.
kid tested, mother approved.
For you.
We're back in Indianapolis. You're looking down from the Goodyear Blimp America, based in Houston, Texas. And, you know, they call this the Circle City, and that was why. The circle right in the center of the city, and the blimp just peeking out around the Indiana National Bank Tower.
Boy, it looked like it was almost hitting the building, but it's not. It's way a ways. Next, we have the winner of the Grand Marshals Trophy. Color and beauty dominate this float, which is brought to us today from Bank One of Indianapolis. Bank One salutes the Idle George Museum with many exquisite items and designs of American Indian Western art atop their float. Friends of the American Indian Council represented on the float are from the Cherokee, Hopi, Cheyenne, and Chippewa tribes. Let's listen to the beautiful Indian music and drums as they make their way down the parade route.
Superior ratings in all of their competitions. Performed at 2 Mardi Gras parades. Let's give them a warm welcome here to our 500th Festival Parade in Indianapolis. Mrs. Mary George, the chairman of the board of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, daughter of Mrs. Mary Holman and the late Tony Holman. And look on board there. Riding with Mary is her close friend. 1928 Packard is the car, and that's Phil Harris on board. How are you, Phil? He says, I'm beautiful. Out in the sunshine, Mary George and Phil Harris. Phil's a regular attendee at the 500-mile race. He loves to come back to Indiana and visit.
Well, I can't blame him. This is pretty exciting. From Richmond, Indiana, my hometown, this beautiful float belongs to the Richmond Area Rose Festival. Their theme this year is Roses, History, and All That Jazz. Richmond, Indiana was the home of many great jazz stars for recording their outstanding music during the 1920s to 40s era. And riding on the float are the Rose Festival Queen, Nikki D. Brooks, and her 4 lovely princesses. They invite you to attend the 8-day extravaganza that takes place from June 17th through June 25th. And the roses are beautiful. Right behind this beautiful float, and appearing for the 5th time in our 500 Festival Parade, the Richmond High School Red Devil Marching Band can be seen now. 172 members strong, this band has a special precision dance and drill team called the Devilettes that marches with them. They were 1988 State Fair champions and have performed for the Cincinnati Reds and Bengals games, the Tournament of Roses Parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and the 1988 Peach Bowl Parade. Let's listen to them as they march handsomely by us now.
And on board, Tony George and his wife, Laura. Tony is the Vice President, Secretary, and Executive Officer of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tony and Laura. Boy, I'll tell you, he has a busy time here at the Speedway, though. Toward us, Nancy Gunter and Kathy George as they ride by in a 1930 Mercedes. Nancy and Kathy are daughters of Mary George. Nancy is a member of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Board of Directors. And we'll be back with more of the 500 Festival Parade right after this.
Sweet pea.
I'm Dominic Dobson. Welcome to the HARDEES 500 Festival Parade. And watch for me tomorrow driving the Texaco Haviland Star.
I'm pooped. How you doing, Marty?
What's it to be?
You want a big deluxe? I don't need any more deluxe. Did you see those jeans on me? You got a great figure. I wish I was cute like you. You just listen to her.
One deluxe and one.
You're a pal, Marty. I want what she's got. I want what you got.
Everybody wants what someone else has got. How's the salad?
Deluxe, Marty.
I'll bet you look great in those jeans.
You know, I bet I could get into the... guys should be in politics.
Take a look at pride in action. Pride that gets the job done. On the race course or on the job. 750,000 members of the Machinists Union work proudly in 350 different industries. Aerospace and electronics. Railroads. Air travel. Auto mechanics. Pride in doing. Pride in accomplishment. That's the IAM, the Machinists Union. Join us.
This is Gene Peterson for Eagle, and I warned you not to buy menswear on Friday. Save now during Eagle's annual Memorial Madness Sale, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 9 to 6. Wool blend suits as low as $88. Dress slacks only $15 a pair. Thousands of dress shirts at $5. Plus, our entire stock of silk ties is only $5.90 each. Stock up for Father's Day during Eagle's Memorial Madness Sale, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, 9 to 6.
James Taylor Insurance wants to save you money.
Are you tired of those famous quotes from Rodney D. Young?
when what you really need is a low quote? Stop paying those ridiculous Rodney D. Young rates. Call James Taylor Insurance, no matter how many tickets or accidents you may have, because you've got a friend at James Taylor Insurance. I'm James Taylor, and you have my word on it.
Call James Taylor Insurance. We are the competition.
We're back with the winners of the Sponsors Trophy. Here comes some telephone toting cowboys and Indians from Indiana Bell Telephone Company's entry. Conestoga passengers are using what may have been the earliest mobile phones, and with computer-generated smoke signals, the Indians can keep in touch with the rest of the tribe. How much easier the arduous treks west would have been for the pioneers if they'd been equipped with modern telecommunications.
What a great-looking float.
Yes,
Can't imagine having a payphone along the cactus route there, huh?
Don't you think it would have helped? Say, I could use a little water. Could somebody just...
Call ahead, get an Indian check. Well, marching for the first time in the 500 Festival Parade are the talented band members of Southmont Junior Senior High School from Crawfordsville, Indiana. James C. Patton directs the group here today, and that features a 16-member color guard, 1 drum major, and 80 band players. Also known as the Royal Mountie Band, this group was placed in the top 16 for the Indiana State Fair competitions in the last 10 years and received their best honor ever of 3rd place in 1988. They're dressed up in red military-style jackets with white pants and plumed hats, and they sound as distinguished as they look, and they look great.
Chugging along the black and white straightaway now is the Union Station Special. Since 1853, historical Union Station has been a major focal point in downtown Indianapolis. Now Union Station is a restored festival marketplace for shopping, dining, and fun. I know because I was there yesterday and had a wonderful time. Riding on the train are some old Western cowboys that seem to be up to no good.
That is a great place to visit, isn't it?
It's
Festival marketplace.
I was
all the
so
little
surprised.
shops.
Everything that was in there. So many things to do for the kids, and
it's nice that they restored it. It was the first union or consolidated railway station in the United States. And I can remember back in the when I was a little bitty boy coming into Indianapolis through the station and the steam and all the romance of an old train station. It was great.
My gosh.
So it was so nice to see them restore the thing. Now under the direction of Ann Gore and Gordon Warren are the Marching Raiders from Bloomington High School of Bloomington, Illinois. This outstanding band had the honor of performing for President George Bush last September and have received top honors in their most recent competitions. Purple, gold, and white are their uniform colors, and they look magnificent here in the Hoosier sunlight today. Speaking of the president, you know, the vice president, Dan Quayle, is from Indiana, is going to be attending the parade for the first time as the vice president.
Yes, I understand it was quite an event for him, too. He says he hasn't missed one and didn't want to miss one now just because he's vice president.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot harder for him now. He's got all those Secret Service guards. He used to be able to just fold in with the crowd.
Yeah.
Not anymore. But he'd get a better seat, maybe.
I think he will. Spaceship and globe designs. Representing the Michigan apple industries, their 1989 queen, Diane Umler. Michigan now ranks 2nd in the nation for apple production. Now listen to the rocket sounds and music as they parade by. Shuttle. I don't know about you, but I think that would be a lot of fun.
Oh, wouldn't that be a kick?
Greg is down on the checkered carpet on Pennsylvania Avenue, and he's about to talk with Pat Buttram. Greg?
Well, Sarah, Paul, you remember him as Mr. Haney on the Green Acres, but for years he was a sidekick with our parade marshal, Gene Autry. Welcome to Indianapolis, Pat Buttram.
Oh, thank you very much. This is a great state, this Indiana, I'll tell you. I love it. A good clean air here, you know. Out in Hollywood, really would. If I see a car with an Indiana license plate, I go over and suck all the air out of the tire.
Welcome to Indianapolis, Pat Buttram.
He has been a card since he got to town.
He sure has.
Maybe he's looking for a career in stand-up comedy now. Now, right behind Pat Buttram, marching down the black and white checkered carpeting, the winners of the Class A Division competition of the Indiana State School Music Association in 1988. We welcome the Warsaw Tigers Pride, a marching band from Warsaw, Indiana. They're directed by Martin Becker and Dan Burton, a 130-member group. They perform for Walt Disney World's Bicentennial Celebration, the Fort Wayne Three Rivers Parade, and Chicago Bears football games. Dressed in turquoise, black, and silver, the Warsaw Tigers color guard leads the way. The orange and black dress band members. Let's listen to these award-winning sounds. We'll be back with more of the Hardee's 500 Festival Parade right after these messages.
Hi, I'm Ludwig Heimrath. Welcome to the Hardee's 500 Festival Parade. Watch for me tomorrow in the McKenzie Financial Lola in the Indianapolis 500.
Now, get up to $1,600 cash back for first-time buyers on select hot new Pontiacs. Or get 2.9% GMAC financing. Other cashback amounts and low financing rates are available on virtually every Pontiac in stock. That's up to $1,600 cash back or 2.9% GMAC financing on some of America's hottest sport coupes and sedans. See your Pontiac dealer for details now.
Marty, this one more customer wants chicken sticks, and that's the last of them.
Sometimes I wish they made them things someplace else.
Like you said, service is sacrifice.
Never forget it, Rosie. Never forget. Hi, Dad.
We picked up Green. He shoots and he scores. The crowd goes wild. Cap. Hi, great crowd out there, huh? Oh, you know, they're here to salute you.
I love them all.
You know, I'd sure like to be in your shoes.
Better lace them on real tight, because that's all you have out there. Just you and your shoes.
Hey, Cap, who was the quickest player you ever saw?
Nate Archibald, Kansas City.
Who was the toughest you ever put a move on?
Judy, sophomore, UCLA.
Mark, Friendly Chevrolet sold more cars and trucks last year than any other Dallas dealer. How do you do it?
Well, we offer our customers the very best selection, plus award-winning service, and of course the best possible price, with specials like these.
Get an 89 S10 pickup for only $69.89, or an 89 Corsica sedan for $85.42, or come see the new short wheelbase extended cab pickup for only $11,989. Only at Friendly Chevrolet Geo, Lemon Avenue at Inwood Road.
Hi, I'm Paul Page with Sarah Purcell. Welcome back to Indianapolis, and you may notice we have some lovely flowers here. Now, they're not ordinary. They're very important because Bill Cronin, who is the florist, who puts together the wreath that will be placed about the shoulders of the winner of the 500-mile race, picked out Sarah's and my flowers specially. It's from that wreath that will be put on the winner tomorrow.
I'm going to press this when I get home.
That's a very special item. Nice of you to do that.
Thank you for bringing that over. I appreciate that, Paul. Next, we have the sweepstakes winner. And for the second year, United Parcel Service enters our parade of floats. This year's theme is UPS and the American West. And the float depicts the evolution of transportation throughout the years of the American West. The stagecoach represents what transportation was like in the late 1800s. The delivery van is a replica of what was used in the early 1900s. And the airplane, a Boeing 757 PF Air freighter, represents the current state-of-the-art in transportation. Animated figures on the float are a horse rocking back and forth, the driver's hands raising and lowering, and on the sides of the delivery van, there are prairie dogs popping out of the ground.
There is Three-time winner of the 500, Johnny Rutherford, and his wife, Betty. Look at that. I tell you what, he's a cut-up. He was one of the most dramatic moments in qualifying. He was almost into the 500-mile race field, had laps fast enough, and the engine blew, time and run out. Johnny doesn't make it. It would have been his 25th year at the 500. But I'll tell you what, he's not done. Rutherford will be back.
I'm sure.
Now here's a unique band, the Interparochial High Schools. It's the result of the combined bands from Chittard, Ritter, and Cecina Catholic High Schools in the city of Indianapolis, directed by Leslie Fleer, Mary Kubala, and Connie Pottinger. This is the 7th time that they have marched here in our parade. These schools join together every year in March for the Interparochial Music Festival as well. Outfitted in red, black, and white, they look great and sound even better.
Now, this next float is making 500 history today, as they are the first radio station to broadcast live from our parade. Welcome to WENS, Light Rock 97 of Indianapolis, who's teamed up with Energizer Batteries to present their Western float. Energizer Buckaroo Batteries and Light Rock 97 air personalities are featured. A brilliant red stagecoach sits atop the float and doubles as a broadcast studio.
So they're actually broadcasting right from the float. Why couldn't we do that? Maybe next year we could talk them into letting us do the show from a float.
From a float.
Be a limited view, though, wouldn't it?
It would be a limited view, but maybe with the help of some monitors we could make it happen.
See, people brighter than us have figured this thing out. Let's go down street side once again. Greg Todd.
You have seen him in the movie Airplane. He was recently in Starman, and the women are yelling down here for Robert Hayes. Welcome to Indianapolis. It's nice to be back here again. Now, you're a bit of a racer yourself. Well, just little stuff. We were racing the 200 SX turbos and the Turbo 300 ZXs in the SECA and IMSA series. Man, I love it. It's just the most fun thing I've ever done. Have you got a pick for tomorrow's race? Well, Mears is from my folks' hometown of Bakersfield, so he's always been a favorite. And Bobby Rahal, Bobby and Debbie are friends, and Tom Sneva. So it's like, you know, I'm just kind of hoping. And Michael Andretti I raced with once, so you may hit one in there. Robert Hayes, back to you. Paul and Sarah. Up in the
You know, he's being a little humble there, because I raced against him out at the Long Beach Grand Prix one year, and he's real quick and real good.
Well, he's not the kind to toot his own horn, so that was nice of you to do that, Paul.
Welcome to Robert Hayes. Now coming into view are the Marching Patriots of Jay County High School from Portland, Indiana. Decked out in red, white, and blue, the Patriots are a 162-member band that has performed in such competitions as the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day Parade and for the Cincinnati Reds baseball team. Under the direction of David Humbert, this outstanding group has 30 color guard members, true drum majors, and 130 band players. Listen to them.
Their uniforms. Aren't they pretty?
They really are. And in the sunlight today, boy, do they look great.
Up next is a beautiful entry that pays honor to the first mode of communication in the Old West. Guess what that was? Smoke signals. American Telephone and Telegraph, or AT&T, salutes the American West with their theme, From Smoke Signals to Digital Signals. One revolving drum depicts antique telephones and old-fashioned switchboards that were part of the Old West, while the second drum illustrates the communications tools of the modern West: fiber optic cable, personal computers, and fax machines.
I'm going to tell you what, I bet the modern cowboy has a little cellular phone hanging off the saddle there, wouldn't you think?
Would make a lot of sense.
One of the great floats, American Telephone and Telegraph, here at the 500 Festival Parade. Well, Well, befitting to our Western theme is singer-cowboy star Monty Hale. He graces the parade today. Monty's remembered as one of the Rough Riders of Western films, along with the likes of Roy Rogers, the Lone Ranger, and Hopalong Cassidy. Boy, that brings memories out of my kidhood. He appeared in such films as The Man from Rainbow Valley and The Missourian. And Monty did many guest starring roles in television as well. Look at the boots. Boy, he looks great. You may remember him on Gunsmoke or Honey West or Tales of Wells Fargo. Monty Hale, welcome to Indianapolis.
From Kokomo, Indiana, up next is the Kokomo High School Marching Wildcat Band, 180 members strong. This group has performed in the St. Louis Freedom Festival, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Gimbels Parade, and for Indianapolis Colts games. Under the direction of Gary Wallen, the Wildcats' uniforms are styled in the Blue Devil fashion of white pants and white jackets with blue trim. The Guard uniforms are red, silver, and white, and let's take a listen.
My name is Billy Vukovich, and this is my car owner, Ron Hemmelgarn. Welcome to the Hardee's 500 Festival Parade. Watch for me tomorrow in car 81, the Hemmelgarn-Catani entry.
In nearly 200 cities and towns across America, every day, millions of shoppers visit us. We've helped create new places for people to live, work, and enjoy themselves. We've helped bring life to old downtowns, and we've helped bring products and ideas to new and expanding communities.